And Democrats know they matter too, because in 2019, Democrat senators Klobuchar, Warner, Reid, and Peters had all wrote a letter of how concerned they were because intelligence agents were saying that elections were in danger of being hacked by foreign nationals or foreign countries because election machines could be hacked. Now, I think that's problematic, and I think everyone can agree that we don't want foreign countries or foreigners meddling in our elections.
Now, when we say things like this, I just want y'all to know this. There are a great deal of people in our country who look at these types of this type of information that she's talking about right now as just a conspiracy theory. They look at it as negative news that's only being put out there to control a certain narrative so that you can win votes. Nobody's going to meddle in any elections. Stop saying that. They're only doing that to scare you. The reason why that they believe that is because that's what MSNBC and CNN feed their people. Anybody that cut on them channels, they feed them that. Here they go again talking about elections being meddled with and elections being stolen and nobody's messing with this. But no matter how many receipts you produce, no matter how much credible information you can back it up with, they're still going to say that you're all about conspiracy theories and you're lying. You're trying to lie to them and mislead them. All right. And they're going to continue to say that because their algorithm is not showing them this right here. They're not looking at this right here. They're not watching Forbes breaking news. They're not looking at these oversight committee hearings. And when they are looking at them, they were taught not to listen or not to agree with anything that people like Marjorie Taylor Greene would say. And when I say people like, I'm talking about people who have the information that they don't want to hear.
And so my question would be, if this is such a deep concern, Ms. Weiser, Ms. Evans, Mr. Spies, Mr. Cuccinelli, one by one, could you say yes or no if you agree that we don't want foreign actors meddling in our elections? Ms. Weiser, let me start with you.
That is correct. We don't want foreign actors meddling in our elections.
As Director of DC Board of Elections, I make no opinion statements.
No, that's a yes or no, Ms. Evans.
I provide no opinions in my role as the Executive Director of the District of Columbia.
So you're...
She pretty much saying, yo, you can kiss my butt, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm not answering your questions. Huh? I ain't got to answer your questions. I don't agree with you. I think that you are BS and I don't like your character, is what she's saying. Wow. See, I want to see the whole, I want to see, but she looked like she will come back with some smoke. And this is about to be good.
Unable to have it. How do you do your job if you can't give an opinion or an answer? Seems like you'd be unfit to serve in the job that you have if you're unable to provide a yes or no answer on foreign actors meddling in United States elections.
My job is to administer the laws as they've been provided in the District of Columbia, and I perform my job with integrity, and I know my job well, and that is my responsibility.
So you're unable to say no, so we'll take that as a yes. You agree with foreign actors meddling in United States elections. Mr. Spies?
Now, here's the thing. Why are you there? Why are you there? You're not there to answer any questions. Why are you there? You do your job very well, and nobody's denying that you don't do your job well. You're doing a damn good job of protecting the side that you protect. I assume that's your job. You do a damn good job of covering up things that will potentially bring down the side that you work for, the side that gives you raises, the side that pads your pockets, the side that supports your political allegiances. Yeah, you do a damn good job. Is that in your PD, your position description? Is that it? So when she says, I do my job, she's just been stubborn. She's been a stubborn individual who knows that whatever she says can potentially be used against her. So she's trying to use the whole, I don't want to incriminate myself, so I'm not going to answer. That's what she's trying to do. And that's unfortunate because you came all that way to do a job. You came all that way to represent a certain agency. You didn't come there straight from home to represent your family. You're not representing your family there. You're there dressed in a suit with all your paperwork and documents that's in front of you, so you can represent your agency. So now when they ask you these questions in these committee oversight committee hearings, then you need to speak up. That's your job. The problem is that these people aren't held to account. The problem is that there's no punishment to these people for not answering any questions. I don't like that, man. I really don't. If you don't want to answer any questions, why are you working here? Work for yourself, all right? You want to work for the federal government? You want to work for a certain agency and you represent them today? You are the people that we have to ask and get these answers from? Then if you're that person, answer my questions, period.
Strongly oppose it.
Mr. Cuccinelli?
Also oppose it, including non-citizens voting.
I agree. The House passed a resolution of disapproval with 42 Democrats voting with Republicans about the D.C. law that was passed last year called Local Residents Voting Rights Amendment Act. Local, you would think that would be United States of American residents, not non-citizens. But that allows this law passed that you obviously support foreigners meddling in our elections, is foreign diplomats, people that work at embassies, illegals, and foreign nationals allowed to vote in the District of Columbia elections. So you can tell that Democrats disagree with this because 42 Dems voted against it. Democrat senators, again, 4 of them wrote a letter very concerned about foreign countries, and our intelligence agencies are concerned about this. And you know what? Most Americans are. And that is a very serious problem. With that, my time has expired, and I'll yield back. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
42% of Democrats voted for it. It just tells me that these people are jokes, man. They are a joke. They only vote based off of their allegiances. That's it. It's like gangs. Like, I'm in a gang, and I'm going to vote based off of what my gang say we should vote. And I'm going to vote based off of our echo chamber meetings we have, where we are completely one-sided. We're not trying to listen to what you're saying objectively. We don't care. We're just going to say whatever comes to whatever we believe in. And what you're saying, man, miss me with that mess. Get on my face. They're just trying to set you up. Don't answer their questions. Just trying to set you up. Echo chambers is a bad thing. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible, man. I don't like it. This is why I say I don't trust politicians, man, at all. And I don't give a damn what side they're on. And I'm only leaning to the side that mostly speak toward truth and speak toward protecting American citizens and protecting the country itself from not falling by the wayside and becoming like number 3, 4, or 5 as it pertains to our ranking on the world stage. And people wonder, why does that even matter? It matters. It matters. People already look at us in a different way than they did 4 years ago. And it's all because of the things we've been doing in this country. It's crazy, man. It's nuts. It's too many people who move with this whole gang way of thinking about things, man. I don't like it. I really don't. But when they manage their households, guess what? These same people who vote so liberally, when they manage their households, they are extremely conservative. In quiet, in silence, in private, they are conservative as hell. No, you're not going over their house. I don't like you hanging out with them. You're not driving to that place. You're not going there. You're not spending money on that. What are you doing going out the house looking like this? You better do this you better pull your clothes up off your head. Like, they're extremely conservative, but when it comes to representing their gang, representing their allegiance, representing the people who pay them, like when this party is in office, we good. So we got to make sure we continue to support them the way we support them. That's ridiculous, man. I don't trust these people, bro. That's just me.